Hey friends, tonight we're going to take a peaceful journey deep into the forest, where a quiet wooden cabin waits just for you. The sun has dipped low behind the pine-covered hills, casting golden light through the treetops. You're walking slowly along a soft forest trail, your steps gentle on the moss-covered path. The air is cool and still, filled with the earthy scent of pine needles and distant wood smoke. Every sound is softened. Hear the whisper of wind in the trees, the faint crunch beneath your feet, and the occasional rustle of a bird settling in for the night. You're safe here. There's no need to do anything but relax. So, before you settle in, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if it truly helps you relax. I'd love to know where you're listening from and what time it is where you are. Feel free to share in the comments. Now, dim the lights, maybe turn on a fan for that soft background hum, and let's ease into tonight's journey together. You walk slowly, following the winding path through the trees. There's no rush. Every step you take is unhurried, like your body already knows it's time to rest. You breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with the cool, pine-scented air, and exhale slowly, letting go of the day. Again, take a long, gentle inhale. Hold it, and exhale softly, letting your shoulders drop just a little more. The golden light fades as the forest deepens into blue twilight. Above you, tall pine trees stretch toward the sky, their trunks dark and steady, their branches swaying just slightly in the breeze. They move together as one, as if they're breathing with you. Inhale and exhale. You notice how quiet it is. The forest doesn't demand your attention. It simply exists around you, cradling you in stillness. The longer you walk, the softer everything becomes. Even your thoughts begin to slow, as though they're being gently wrapped in moss and tucked away for the night up ahead. Nestled between a ring of tall pines, you see it. A small wooden cabin, its windows aglow with soft amber light. Smoke curls lazily from the chimney. The sight of it brings a sense of quiet relief to your body. You've arrived. Let yourself pause here at the edge of the clearing. Feel your feet on the earth. Let your body rest for a moment. You take another breath. In, hold, and breathe out slowly. Let your arms hang softly at your sides. Unclench your hands. Soften your brow. The forest around the cabin is hushed and sacred, like time moves more slowly here. The pines creak gently in the breeze, their needles rustling like whispers. There's a subtle rhythm in the air that your body begins to match. You take a few more steps toward the cabin. Each one feels softer than the last. You notice the path beneath your feet turns to smooth stone as you approach the wooden steps. A small lantern flickers by the door, casting a gentle, flickering glow. Place one hand on the wooden railing. It's smooth, worn from many years of quiet arrivals like this. You step up slowly and push the door open. Inside, it's warm. The air smells of cedarwood and something faintly sweet, perhaps wild herbs or dried lavender tucked into a bowl. The light inside is soft, coming from a few candles and the gentle glow of the fireplace. Everything is quiet, but not empty. The space feels full of comfort, of safety, of rest. Let yourself step fully into the room now. The door closes quietly behind you. You take off your shoes, feel the wood beneath your feet smooth and just slightly warm. You breathe in and out and notice how your body begins to settle just from being here. To your left is a window looking out onto the darkening forest. You walk to it slowly and peer out. The last colors of the day are fading from the sky. A few stars begin to appear, like soft glimmers between the pine branches. You rest your hands on the window frame and take another breath in. Hold it and exhale fully, letting your shoulder blades relax, your spine gently lengthen. You're safe, you're home. There's nothing you need to do now but rest. Turn from the window and look around. There's a large wooden armchair near the fire, draped with a thick woolen blanket. A small table beside it holds a clay cup, steaming gently, perhaps tea, or just warm water with herbs. Everything in this cabin has been prepared just for you. As you move toward the chair, you feel the gentle give of the wooden floor beneath your steps. Pew, take your time. Your breath remains slow and full. Inhale deeply, hold, exhale, and soften your face, your jaw, your throat. You reach the chair and place the blanket gently across your lap. The fire crackles quietly beside you, its golden light flickering across the wooden beams and walls. The warmth begins to soak into your skin, like your body is drawing it in with every breath. Notice how your arms grow heavy now. Let your shoulders melt down a little more. Let the muscles around your eyes go slack. Breathe in once more through your nose. Hold. Exhale through your mouth, longer this time, as though sighing the day away. Your mind begins to wander not in frantic thoughts, but in soft, floating images. Do you think of pine needles, of firelight, of the hush that fills this cabin like a soft blanket? The cabin holds space for you. No pressure, no expectation. Just space. Outside, the sky turns a deep, velvety blue. The trees stand tall like old friends watching over you from a distance. You lean back slightly, feeling your spine supported. Every muscle begins to ease. Every breath becomes slower, softer. You are exactly where you need to be. The warmth of the fire seeps into your skin, soothing your muscles and quieting your thoughts. You stay seated in the chair for a little while longer, just breathing slow, effortless breaths that flow in and out like a tide. Each inhale carries by-in calm. Each exhale lets go of the day, little by little. Breathe in now, gently through your nose. Hold, and exhale slowly through your mouth, letting your shoulders fall just a little farther from your ears. Your eyes drift to the candlelight, dancing along the cabin walls. The flames flicker gently, casting long, graceful shadows that sway as if moving with the breath of the forest itself. You feel your own rhythm slowing to match, like everything around you is breathing together in one shared moment of stillness. Across the room, You notice a small wooden cabinet with soft linens folded neatly on top. Next to it, a woven basket holds a few more candles, half-burned and dripping wax. You stand slowly, the weight of your body heavier now but comfortable, like gravity is hugging you a little more kindly. Your steps are slow and silent as you move toward the cabinet. You open one of the doors and find a box of long wooden matches. Their scent faint sulfur and cedar brings with it something nostalgic, something deeply peaceful. You take a match, strike it gently against the box. The soft crackle of flame ignites, blooming in your fingers for a brief golden moment before you light another candle nearby. You watch the new flame grow, and in its glow you feel even more at home. Inhale deeply once more. Hold, exhale slowly, and allow your chest to soften. You light a few more candles, dotting the room with tiny suns. Each one brings warmth and calm, as though the flame is not just warming the room, but your entire being. Now the cabin is aglow, the air rich with the scent of wax, wood, and distant pine drifting in through the cracks. You notice a small woven rug by the hearth and walk over to it, sitting down cross-legged on the soft fibers. It grounds you, comforts you. Close your eyes for a moment and feel. Breathe in again softly, deeply. Hold, pret, and breathe out, emptying any lingering tension from your lower back. Begin to scan gently through your body now. Bring your awareness to your forehead. Smooth it out. Soften your temples, your cheeks. Let your jaw hang loose and unburdened. Move slowly down your neck. Relax your shoulders. Let them drop and melt like warm wax. Let this soft wave of calm move down your arms, your elbows, your wrists, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Let them rest in your lap, palms open. To the warmth around you, draw your attention to your chest. Feel it rise and fall, slow and steady. Let it open, unguarded down to your belly, soft and calm. No tension here, just breath. Each inhale, a quiet rising. Each exhale, a gentle falling. You are completely safe. You are allowed to rest. Now, scan through your hips, down into your thighs, your knees, your calves, softening more with each breath. Your feet feel rooted and relaxed, toes completely still. Take one more deep, calming breath in. Hold, and exhale gently. The floor beneath you is warm, as though the wood has absorbed decades of firelight and stories. You press your palm against it and feel its quiet strength, a silent foundation that holds you like the earth itself from where you sit. You can see out the window. The night has arrived completely now. The sky is ink blue, scattered with soft pinpricks of stars. The pines sway in slow motion, their dark silhouettes barely shifting, like sentinels watching over the cabin in quiet devotion. A sudden hush settles over everything. You can hear only the fire, the soft flicker of candle flames, and your own breath. Breathe in, hold, breathe out slowly, and feel yourself gently sink just a little deeper. You rise now, slowly and without effort, guided more by feeling than thought. You walk to the door again, not to leave, but just to listen. You crack it open slightly, and a cool breeze greets your face. You close your eyes and feel it move across your cheeks, like a kind hand brushing against your skin. The forest scent is stronger now, fresh, clean, filled with pine, moss, and damp earth. Somewhere in the distance, a bird calls once, then silence. Let yourself lean against the doorway for a moment, breathing with the trees. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold, exhale softly, and let your weight settle into your feet. Everything here is so gentle. There are no sharp edges, no sudden movements. Even the wind moves slowly, with care. You step back into the cabin and gently close the door. The warmth greets you again like an embrace. You take a final look around the room, the low fire, the flickering candles, the shadows dancing lazily on the walls, and you feel the invitation to rest. Not just sleep, but true, soul-deep rest. There's a thick blanket folded across a wooden bench nearby. You gather it in your arms. It smells faintly of lavender and pine smoke, and bring it with you as you move toward a low bed tucked against the back wall. The bed is made of soft linens, old quilts, and a woolen coverlet that looks lovingly used. You sit gently at the edge, letting the mattress sink beneath you. You place the blanket beside you, then pull your legs up and ease yourself down into the softness. Let your whole body settle now. Inhale, hold, exhale slowly, allowing your entire back to release into the bed. Close your eyes. Let the quiet hum of the fire keep you company. And for now, just rest here in this glow, your breath soft, your body warm. The world outside wrapped in stars and trees. The warmth of the blanket covers you now, a gentle weight across your body, soothing and secure. You lie still in the quiet room, the soft light from the candles flickering gently against the wooden walls. Your breath moves slowly each inhale, a quiet return to yourself. Each exhale, a tender release into the room's hush. Breathe in deeply, hold, and let the breath out long and low, feeling your chest sink deeper into the mattress. Your body begins to grow heavier, not with effort, but with ease, like a leaf gently resting on still water. You feel your arms settling into place, your legs fully supported. There's no part of you that needs to do anything right now. Just breathe, just be. Outside the window, the world remains hushed. A slow breeze moves through the pines, barely audible, like a lullaby the forest sings only at night. You imagine the tall trees swaying gently, their branches brushing against each other with a sound like soft whisper. The air smells of pine, resin, and damp earth. The world is clean, quiet, still now. Gently bring your awareness back to your breath. Inhale through your nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through parted lips, letting the breath melt through your body. Like warm light, notice your face again. Soften your brow. Unclench your jaw. Let your tongue rest softly behind your teeth. Feel your neck release, Your shoulders slacken as if unhooked from tension. Breathe in again and exhale, sending a wave. Tip of calm down your spine, through your chest, your ribs, into your belly, soft and still. Every breath is like a wave washing over your body, racing, softening, quieting. Your mind begins to follow. Thoughts slow and stretch into images, colors, feelings, not words now, just impressions drifting across. Your awareness like clouds across a starlit sky. You imagine rising slowly from the bed, not with your physical body, but in your mind, the dream version of you floats lightly, silently, standing at the foot of the bed. You walk to the window and open it just a crack. The air is cool, and it brushes your face with a calm, loving presence. Breathe in the night air. Hold it for a moment and let it out, feeling even the air itself encourage your rest. You gaze out again at the forest. The trees stand tall and graceful, silhouetted against the deep navy sky. A few stars glitter above, gentle and soft, as though they too are falling slowly toward sleep. And then a quiet pull, a gentle invitation. You imagine stepping out of the window and onto the forest floor beyond, barefoot but warm, wrapped in the dreamlike peace of the night. You feel the earth beneath your feet, soft with fallen needles, moss, and cool soil. The air wraps around you like a shawl, filled with the scent of pine bark and night flowers. Each breath brings more calm. Each step brings you deeper into the dream. Breathe in, hold, exhale slowly, and take a step forward. The pines sway quietly above you. They speak in rustles, not words, but you understand them anyway. They're telling you to slow down, to let go, to sink into the rhythm of nature's breath. You begin to walk gently through the trees. Your steps make no sound. You feel no hurry, no destination, just movement through peace. Around you, the forest is alive but restful. Crickets sing in the distance. Leaves shimmer faintly in the moonlight. Everything has softened, as if the entire forest is halfway between waking and sleep. You walk deeper, and with every step, you notice how your thoughts quiet even more. They no longer chatter or pull you away. Instead, they dissolve, becoming part of the dream itself. Your body feels lighter now. Your arms sway gently by your sides. Your spine is long and loose. Your legs relaxed with each step. You're moving in harmony with everything around you. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold, by, and exhale as your shoulders melt and your breath steadies to a whisper. You notice the trail curves slightly, and up ahead, a small clearing glows with soft light. You move toward it slowly, pulled by the hush. A light mist rises above the ground, catching the moonlight and turning it silver. It feels sacred, untouched. You pause at the edge of the clearing. The stillness here is deeper. Time barely moves. Even the breeze is slower. Take another breath in, hold, and release it softly, letting your arms and hands relax fully. You step into the clearing. The pine trees encircle it protectively. Above, the stars blink through the open sky, quiet and kind. There's a flat stone at the center of the glade, and without thinking, you move toward it and sit. The stone is cool beneath you, grounding you. You sit tall for a moment, then let your spine soften, your hands resting in your lap. You breathe again. Inhale slowly, hold, and exhale, letting your belly rise and fall with the rhythm of the forest. Everything around you has slowed. Even your thoughts now float like mist across your awareness. No urgency, no need for clarity, just drifting. You tilt your head back slightly and gaze up at the stars. They shimmer gently, like lanterns hung across the heavens. You feel their presence like a soft hum in your chest, a reminder that you're part of something vast and deeply at peace. One more breath in, hold, and release. You are here. You are calm. The forest watches over you. The cabin waits nearby, and sleep is gently beginning to wrap its arms around you. The clearing is still. Time seems to dissolve. Here, there is no past, no future, only this quiet, moonlit moment. You sit on the cool stone, perfectly still, surrounded by tall pine trees that move in slow, breath-like waves. You close your eyes and listen, not with your ears, but with your whole body. The breeze that moves through the forest brushes your skin like soft fingers, inviting you deeper into stillness. Take a long, easy breath in, hold, unrelease it slowly, like the wind passing through the trees. Let your body follow the feeling of that exhale. Let it ripple through your chest, your arms, your legs. Let go of anything you are still holding. You bring your awareness back to your spine, tall and weightless, like the trunk of a young tree. Imagine your breath flowing gently up from the base of your spine, all the way to the crown of your head. Then exhaling down again, letting every muscle soften in its path. Your shoulders release downward. Your neck is free, no longer holding anything. Your face smooths into total calm. Now imagine the warmth from the clearing gathering round you. It glows from the ground, rises from the mist, and lingers like moonlight on your skin. This warmth isn't heat, it's comfort. It's peace. It's the permission to let everything go. You lie back slowly on the stone, which welcomes you like a resting place long prepared. Your head, your spine, your arms and legs all supported by this quiet earth. You feel every point of contact between your body and the stone. Nothing is tense. Everything releases. Breathe in deeply again. Hold. Exhale with a gentle sigh and feel your entire back melt downward, becoming part of the stone beneath you. Let your eyes stay closed. The forest is still there, watching, humming softly. But now you're not walking through it. You're part of it, like a fallen pine needle that drifts slowly to the forest floor. You're held, cradled, and fully accepted. Your breath is almost silent now. In and out, in and out. Above you, the sky is vast and full of stars. You see them behind. Your closed eyelids faint, glimmers like distant campfires scattered across the heavens, and you feel them not just above you, but inside you, too. Tiny lights flickering in rhythm with your heartbeat. Let your attention drift now. No destination. Just follow the feeling of peace. Imagine you're floating slightly above your body, looking down at yourself, resting in the clearing. You look weightless, peaceful, your chest rising and falling like the tide. Around you, the mist shimmers, and the tall trees stand like guardians. Then, as if carried by a soft breeze, you begin to drift, not far, just gently, like a feather gliding downward, or a leaf caught in the hush of the wind. You are still safe, still warm, still deeply grounded in rest, but your awareness begins to move light, effortless, and calm. Breathe in again, hold, exhale, and let yourself float deeper into this gentle journey. In your mind's eye. The cabin returns, not far now, glowing softly in the trees. Its windows flicker with candlelight. Its wooden beams pulse with warmth. You are drawn to it again, not with urgency, but with familiarity, like returning to something you've always known. Your body remains in the clearing, resting, still, but your awareness begins to walk slowly back along the forest path. You feel your steps land silently on soft pine needles. The air is cooler now, but your body feels blanketed in warmth. Each step is slow, rhythmic. You breathe with each one. Inhale, step, exhale, step. You begin to recognize the shape of the trees around you. Their tall, silent presence is comforting, like old friends guiding you home. The forest has shifted slightly, become dreamlike, softened, colors glowing faintly in the moonlight. You reach the edge of the clearing and step once more onto the cabin path. A soft hush greets you. No sound but the trees swaying and your own calm breath. In, hold, out, slow and silent. The cabin door is open now, waiting. A golden light glows from within, drawing you forward. You cross the threshold once again, entering this space of quiet safety. You glance around, nothing has changed. Yet everything feels even more peaceful, as if your presence now completes the room. You walk softly to the fire. The flames are low, steady, humming in warmth. You sink again into the armchair. The blanket, piss, is still there, welcoming you back like an embrace. You draw it over yourself, and it wraps around you easily. Let your body rest here again. Let your back settle. Let your neck release. Let your arms go limp at your sides. Breathe in, slowly. Hold and exhale, letting your entire weight drop into the cushion beneath you. The candlelight flickers on the walls, casting quiet shapes, nothing sharp, nothing fast, just movement and stillness in perfect balance. You close your eyes again, not toe from effort, but because there is nothing else you need to see. Everything that matters is already here. Your breath is slow, soft. You feel it in your chest, your belly, your throat. It moves like wind across a quiet lake, barely noticeable, but deeply present. Let your mind rest. Let your body be there. Is no need to think now. only to feel the forest surrounds you. The cabin cradles you. The night protects you. You are safe. You are calm. You are drifting. The flickering light from the candles softens the corners of the room, blurring the space between wood and shadow. You sit still, wrapped in the thick woolen blanket, your body gently folded into the chair's warmth. Your breath is shallow, numb from tension, but from total release. Each inhale is a whisper, each exhale a letting go. Inhale gently, hold for a moment, exhale slowly, and allow your body to grow heavier in the chair, as though gravity is deepening its embrace. You begin to notice the textures around you, little things that bring quiet comfort, the soft fibers of the blanket against your skin, the cool touch of the wooden armrests beneath your fingertips, the faint tickle of warm air drifting from the hearth, all of it grounding you, anchoring you deeper into this moment. Feel the back of the chair supporting your spine, your shoulders relaxing completely against it. Let your neck surrender to the weight of your head. Let your hands rest without purpose, your fingers curled softly. You shift slightly, adjusting the blanket. It molds to your shape as though it remembers you. It carries the scent of pine wood, smoke, and something older, something comforting, like childhood memories tucked away in cedar-lined drawers. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Feel the air move down into your belly. Hold, and breathe out through your mouth, letting your belly fall. Soft and relaxed, you feel the slow beat of your heart, steady and calm, echoing through your chest like a drum far away in the forest. Each beat draws you closer to stillness. Each breath, a quiet thread weaving you deeper into the fabric of rest. You notice the way the candlelight plays across the grain of the wood in the room. The walls are lined with dark beams, their knots and lines curving like tree rings, telling silent stories of years gone by. You run your fingers gently along the armrest, tracing its soft ridges. Everything here feels alive but resting, just like you. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel how safe you are, how quiet the world is when you allow it to be. Now bring your attention to your legs. Feel your thighs soften, your knees completely at ease, your calves sinking deeply into the seat, your ankles loose, your feet warm, still and at rest. Another slow breath in, hold it, and exhale gently, letting the breath cascade downward through your body like a falling leaf. You feel a subtle shift in the air. Outside, the forest settles further into silence. Even the night animals seem to have paused, as if the entire world is exhaling with you. From the chair, you glance once more toward the window. Through the slightly fogged glass, the outlines of the pine trees are faint but comforting. They move slightly in the wind, but not in a hurry. Nothing rushes in the forest. Nothing needs to dot the trees, stand like keepers of time. They are unbothered by the hours or the seasons. They've seen 1,000 quiet nights like this one. They understand how to rest, and in their presence, you begin to understand it too. Inhale slowly, hold, and exhale with a gentle sigh. Let your shoulders slide even lower. You allow your head to lean to one side, resting against the back of the chair. The room dims further, not from lack of light, but from the calm descending around you like a soft curtain. Everything is muted. Now candlelight, fire crackles, the heartbeat of the earth itself. Your thoughts have grown slow and spacious. They appear like ripples on a still lake and vanish just as gently. No need to follow them. Let them rise and fall. The warmth from the fire wraps around your feet. The scent of pine wood still lingers in the air. The fabric of the blanket becomes softer, heavier. You allow it all to be exactly as it is. Bring awareness once more to your breath. Inhale a little deeper this time. Hold. Exhale. Slowly. Like fog drifting across a valley. Now, imagine something simple and comforting. A cup of warm tea resting beside you. Its steam rising in lazy spirals. The scent is subtle, perhaps chamomile, or mint, or something wild and unfamiliar, but deeply soothing. You reach for it in your mind, lift it slowly, feel the warmth in your hands. Pew, sip, and though there's no real taste, the sensation of calm flows through your whole being. The cup returns to the table. The moment lingers. You remain in that space between action and stillness. Let your body rest. Let your thoughts dissolve. There's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Just this chair, this fire, this breath. You begin to feel your eyelids grow heavier again. And even though they may already be closed, it's as if they could close once more. A second closing, deeper, softer. One last breath in, hold, and exhale fully, as though the breath itself carries you to sleep. The fire crackles gently. A log shifts with a muted sound, sending a small shower of sparks upward. But it doesn't disturb you. Nothing could. You're wrapped in layers of quiet, no-soft light, thick blankets, pine-scented airs, and silence that listens as you drift. And with that, you begin to feel your body surrender once more, not just to stillness, but to gravity, as if you're being cradled by the very ground beneath the cabin. The earth holding you like it holds the roots of the trees. You feel yourself begin to fade not away, but inward, toward the center of peace, toward sleep. As your body sinks deeper into the chair, something gentle begins to shift outside. You hear it first, soft tapping, barely there. Then a steady rhythm begins to form, delicate and soothing. It's the sound of rain. Rain falling on the pine roof above. Rain kissing the needles outside. Rain soaking slowly into the forest floor. Inhale slowly, hold, and exhale with ease, as if your breath joins the rhythm of the rain. The sound is comforting, each drop a soft drumbeat, tapping out a lullaby on the shingles. The kind of rain that doesn't call attention to itself. The kind that brings sleep. The fire responds with quiet pops and hisses, the dry wood yielding warmth to balance the dampness beyond the walls. The cabin embraces both warmth inside, rain outside, and you rest between them. held in perfect stillness. You feel your chest rise again, hold and fall, as the rain continues to speak in gentle syllables across the roof. Your blanket shifts with your breath, forming to your shape more snugly. The scent of wool mingles now with the faint, earthy sweetness that rain carries: petrichor, moss, and pine. Everything has slowed. Even the candle flames sway more lazily, as if dozing along with you. You let your attention drift upward, not to boards, but to the space above your head, the ceiling beams, the roof, the sound of rain traveling down through every layer, until it reaches your awareness like soft echoes. You imagine lying in a small loft just beneath that roof. The wood above you dark and rich with age. The sound of rain wrapping you in invisible blankets. Take another breath in, hold it gently, and breathe out, feeling your spine settle deeper into the chair. Your arms are heavy now, fingers curled loosely, legs slack and still. There's nothing left for your body to carry. You are listening now with your whole self, to rain, to fire, to the hush of everything else. Even your thoughts respect the quiet. They don't intrude. They drift like the water falling through pine boughs, quiet, weightless, gone. In this soft moment, you imagine standing up, not physically, not with effort, but gently within your dream. The blanket stays wrapped around your shoulders. Your steps make no sound on the wooden floor. The cabin welcomes your movement like a second heartbeat. You walk slowly toward the bed in the far corner. Low, handmade frame with thick quilts and pillows shaped by years of restful sleep. You sit at its edge, the mattress soft but sturdy beneath you. The rain is louder here in a soothing way. A lullaby you don't have to remember. Your body already knows it by heart. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale completely. Let your hands rest on your lap, empty and warm. You ease down into the bed. First your back, then your head on the pillow, then your arms at your sides. Each movement small and slow, like a falling leaf. The blanket draws up around you, maybe on its own, or maybe you've pulled it without noticing. Either way, you are fully cocooned now. The mattress holds you like a calm ocean, not a ripple, not a wave, just still water and your breathing above it. Your attention moves to the roof once more. The rain dot, it patters and taps and falls in no particular rhythm, but your mind begins to find a rhythm anyway. Your heart matches it. Your breath sinks to it. Inhale softly. Hold. Exhale like rain disappearing into pine needles. The world has faded beyond the cabin walls. There is only this room, this fire, this gentle downpour painting your dreams. Outside, the pines are drinking deeply, their tall trunks darkened by water, their roots grateful beneath the earth. And just like those trees, you are nourished by this stillness, rooted in the present, watered by rest. Each drop that falls onto the roof is a reminder. You are here. You are safe. You are slowing down. You are already halfway to sleep. Imagine now that you begin to drift, not your body, but your awareness It lifts lightly from the bed and rises through the wooden ceiling, into the rafters, up to the roof, and above Dot, where the rain falls directly upon you, without wetting you. You float in it like mist, like a cloud, weightless, free, calm. You don't resist it. You let yourself drift sideways, gently carried by invisible wind. The cabin below you glows warmly, a pocket of golden peace in the deep green woods. And you are part of this night now, part of this storm. Not a storm of violence, but of sleep, a rain that washes thought away, a rain that cleanses the day and leaves you empty in the best way. Take one final breath before sleep wraps you in full. Inhale deeply, hold, and exhale slowly as your awareness returns to the bed, to the blankets, to the body that rests so peacefully in this quiet cabin. You are so close to sleep now. You can feel it just beneath the surface, waiting with open arms. Let yourself fall. There's nothing left to do. The rhythm of the rain continues, now part of the background of your body, like a second heartbeat echoing softly through the walls of the cabin. Wrapped warmly beneath layers of comfort, you settle further into the bed. The quilts are heavy, in the best possible way anchoring you to the moment, to the room, to the safety around you. Take a gentle breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it out slowly, fully. Feel your whole chest soften, then your belly, your legs. You are wrapped not only in warmth, but in quiet, and something else, to a faint, sweet scent. The unmistakable perfume of pine. It drifts in through the slightly cracked window near the bed, fresh, earthy, sharp in a soft way. You breathe it in again, deeper this time. It travels down your throat, into your lungs, through your chest, and into every part of you. That smell is memory, is grounding, is comfort. You associate it with peace, pine, rain, fire. These are the three voices that speak tonight, and all of them are speaking gently. Your eyes, though already closed, flutter slightly in response to a sense of ease, so complete it feels like weightlessness. Let your shoulders release even more now. Let your jaw go slack. Let your tongue rest on the bottom of your mouth. Let your hands be still. You feel yourself not just resting, but surrendering. Not giving up, but giving in to the softness of the moment. Wrapped in the blanket, it almost feels as if you're in a cocoon. But this cocoon is not meant to contain you. It's here to hold you safely, while your mind drifts away. Drifts where? Let's go, Dot. Imagine this. You're still in the bed, still in the cabin. But something subtle begins to shift. Not startling, not strange, just dreamlike. The roof begins to fade away above you. Not vanish, just soften, as though the wood and beams are dissolving into moonlight. The rain becomes quieter, though it still falls. Now, it sounds more like a distant memory, or like a lullaby from a far-off place. Your bed feels lighter, you feel lighter, and suddenly you are drifting again. Not in water, not in air, but in pine-scented space. You're still wrapped in your blanket, as if floating through the dream on a soft cloud made of wool and warmth. There's no fear, no motion sickness, no disorientation, just a smooth sense of movement, gentle like rocking on the softest of waves. The cabin is both with you and not with you. It's everywhere and nowhere. You carry it in your feeling of safety. You float forward through a tunnel of green pine branches on either side, arching above you, glowing faintly in the night. You're still breathing, still calm, still held. Breathe in again, hold gently, and let it out like a sigh you didn't know you were holding. The scent of pine becomes stronger again. Now it's layered with damp earth, fresh rain, a trace of moss. You feel your toes relax, one by one, your ankles, your calves, your knees, all melting deeper into rest. You are no longer trying to sleep. You are already asleep in some layer of your being. The rest is just following in your dreamlike drift. You notice small lights in the trees, fireflies maybe, or just imagination. They twinkle softly, golden dots dancing lazily, not to impress, but simply to glow. They don't ask for attention. They just exist, calm, ambient, perfect. As you pass beneath them, their glow seems to brush against you, not physically, but energetically, like a soft hello from the forest. This trail you drift along is made of pine needles and moss, and it winds like a lazy stream. You're not walking, you're not even floating anymore. You are simply being carried, like a leaf in slow water, like a breath in still air. Let go again. Whatever muscles remain engaged, let them drop now. Your back, your hips, your thighs, even the muscles behind your eyes soften. You've given your whole body permission to rest, and it listens, it obeys. It wants this just as much as you do. The forest opens wider now in your mind, not darker, just deeper. A clearing awaits you in the distance, though not yet. You sense it. You don't rush toward it. Everything about this journey is patient. Time doesn't work here in the usual way. Here, a minute might stretch like silk. Here, sleep doesn't come from the ticking of a clock. It comes from within. You are surrounded now by tall trunks, hundreds of years old, each one rooted deep in the earth, unmoving, unshaken. They've seen centuries of wind, rain, and seasons. But tonight they are still, and so are you. Just one more breath before we pause. Inhale softly, hold, exhale longer than you think you need to, and allow everything, every sound, every sensation, every last bit of awareness to soften. You're wrapped in pine-scented dreams now. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think. You don't even need to finish the thought. You just started. Just let it go. Let the forest carry you. Let your breath carry you. Let sleep carry you. You are already on the way. And so, with your body completely relaxed, and your mind floating gently in that pine-scented cocoon of stillness, the dream carries you forward. You begin to sense your feet again only. This time you're standing, not in the cabin, not even beard, but barefoot on soft forest earth. It's a dream within a dream, a place inside your mind. that feels more real than memory. The air here is thick with serenity, with cool moisture and the faint scent of leaves that have just kissed. The rain, the light is dusky, the kind of light that whispers, not speaks. You glance down and see the ground, dark green moss beneath your toes, scattered pine needles soft as felt. No shoes, no worries. The temperature is perfect, neither cool nor warm, just endlessly comfortable. You take a breath in, hold it for just a moment, and exhale quietly, as if you didn't want to disturb even a single leaf dot. As you begin to walk slowly, dreamily, notice that every step feels effortless. You're not pushing forward, you're being guided, as though the forest itself wants you to wander with each step. You feel a deeper loosening in your legs. The muscles of your thighs release. Your knees feel fluid. Your hips sway with ease. There's no tension, no weight, just a slow, gentle movement through this living dream. The trees above stretch endlessly toward the sky-tall pines, spaced just far enough apart to let in strips of moonlight. The sky above them is the color of deep velvet, streaked with silvery blue. Stars peek through, subtle and small, like pinpricks of promise. You continue walking. A faint path begins to reveal itself. It's not marked, not planned, but it's there, subtle, winding, quiet, like it knows you, like it's been waiting for you. You breathe in again, deeper now, and notice the air has changed slightly. There's a new note to the scent lavender. No, something more wild, more earthy. Whatever it is, it makes your chest expand a little more freely. It makes your thoughts quiet a little more fully. You pass beneath low-hanging branches, brushing gently against your shoulders. Not sharp, not invasive, like the forest is greeting you, and your body, your whole body, responds with softness. Your arms hang loosely by your sides, now completely relaxed. Even your fingertips feel quiet. As you move forward, fireflies begin to appear. Just a few, at first tiny flickers in the corners of your vision. But soon they multiply, slow and golden. They hover and swirl gently, like floating thoughts with no urgency. You pause, smiling without realizing it, because here you feel no pressure, nothing to fix, nothing to decide. This place welcomes you exactly as you are. You take another breath, belly in through the nose, let it fill your chest, and exhale slowly, fully, letting go of even more. The fireflies drift around you in lazy spirals. Some hover close, their light pulsing softly. Others flit away through the underbrush. None of them make a sound. They don't need to. The silence here is thick and soothing, the kind of silence that listens. You continue walking, the moss beneath your feet springy and cool. You can hear your breath now just faintly. You can feel your heart, slow and steady. You are deeply aware of your body, and yet also somehow beyond it. By a floating presence in a grounded world. Let your shoulders soften even more now. Let your neck loosen. Feel the back of your head heavy and relaxed. And then Just up ahead, you see it, a gentle glow, soft and white, like a halo through the trees, a clearing. You feel it in your chest, not excitement exactly, but deep calm, like you're arriving at something familiar, like you've dreamed this before. You step forward, the branches part, and you're standing at the edge of the clearing. It's round and open, surrounded by tall pines. The grass is long and slow-moving in the night breeze. At the center, moonlight pools like silver paint, still smooth, serene. You take one more breath, deeper this time. Let it fill your belly. Then exhale with a soundless sigh. You step into the clearing. It's soft beneath your feet, like velvet made of earth. You feel completely alone, but not lonely. The trees stand around you like sentinels, quiet and strong. They're not watching you. They're watching with you. You lie down gently in the tall grass, arms at your sides. The world curves around you. The sky, the trees, the stars, they all seem to lean just slightly toward you, a protective circle of quiet wonder. As you lie there, feel your spine melt into the earth, your shoulder blades sink deeper, your hips loosen completely. You've let go of everything now, even the idea of letting go. You're not falling asleep anymore. You are asleep. You're inside it, wrapped in it. The fireflies drift overhead. The moonlight bathes your skin. And the wind plays a lullaby through the needles of the trees. Your body may still be in the cabin, but your spirit is resting in this clearing, this sacred circle of stillness. No rush to leave, no reason to rise. Just rest, just breathe, just be. One last breath, softly in and slowly out, and let yourself drift even deeper. The clearing cradles you, a quiet patch of earth wrapped in pine, stars, and deep tranquility. Time seems to soften, here stretching and fading until there's no distinction between moment and memory, between breath and being. You feel your chest rise gently and fall again, like a wave barely forming. No effort, no force. Breathe in slowly, hold it just a little, and exhale, letting every ripple of tension melt into the ground beneath you. With each breath, your awareness seems to deepen, not as alertness, but as calm expansion. The kind of awareness that doesn't need words, that simply feels. The gentle sway of tall grass around you is almost hypnotic. It stirs like a lullaby, moving to a rhythm older than thought. You lie perfectly still, and the breeze dances across your skin, cooling your forehead, brushing your arms, tracing down your legs in slow, sweeping currents. With every pass, your limbs feel heavier, not with weight, but with peaceful surrender. And now, your mind begins to drift against, softly, like a leaf on still water. You're not walking anymore, not standing, not even lying in the grass. You're floating, drifting gently above the clearing, weightless, effortless. The trees below sway slightly in your peripheral vision, but they don't pull you back. They support your floating presence with reverence. You're wrapped in something unseen, like the forest has woven a cocoon from silence, starlight, and pine-scented air. You float higher still, though not far, just above the treetops. The entire forest opens below you, vast and softly lit by the crescent moon. And now something unexpected, something beautiful. Tiny glowing shapes drift up from the canopy, like glowing pollen or feathers of light. Each one flickers with a warm amber hue, rising like reverse snowflakes in slow motion. They don't rush, they rise, dot, and one by one they begin to gather around you, not touching, but orbiting, circling slowly, pulsing faintly, as if the forest is welcoming you into its secret celestial rhythm. You breathe in again, and with that inhale, a wave of peace spreads through your torso. Let your belly expand like a soft balloon. Hold it for a heartbeat and release, letting your ribcage gently collapse back into stillness. The floating lights brighter with each breath, as if mirroring your rhythm. This is not a dream you control, it's one you join. You are not shaping the forest, you're becoming part of it. Allow your jaw to relax now. Let your mouth fall gently open, your tongue resting softly. Even the muscles around your eyes begin to release. Your brow smooths, your forehead warms, completely relaxed, completely accepted. And from this place of suspended calm, you begin to see farther, out beyond the pines, past the hills, into a soft valley, where fog curls like silk between ancient trees. The scene is endless in every direction, yet it never overwhelms, because here you are only witness, not actor, not thinker, just presence. You drift gently downward, again no resistance, no urgency. The lights follow, the fireflies gather, the breeze cools, and your body, though left behind in the clearing, calls softly to you now, like a warm bed at the edge of morning, like a familiar song in the distance. You land back in the grass, slowly and gently, as if gravity itself has learned compassion. And as you settle in, you feel more whole, like something lost has returned, like some part of yourself has remembered where it belongs. The trees rustle faintly above, and a pinnacone drops somewhere in the distance. Even that sound is soft. You let your arms rest beside you, again palms up, fingers loose. Your legs lengthen naturally, feet falling outward without thought. And from this perfect stillness, you begin a quiet scan of your body, not to check or fix, but simply to feel. Start with your head. Notice the coolness of your scalp, the gentle pressure behind your closed eyes, the stillness of your jaw. Then your neck long, soft, supported. Your throat feels open and free, as if you could sing in your sleep. Your shoulders, let them drop even deeper, like warm sand sliding off their edges. All burdens gone, your arms heavy and soft, elbows melting into the earth, wrists loose, fingers still, so still. Your chest rises again, and this time, with your breath, you feel something soft bloom inside. Not a flower exactly, not an image, just a warmth, a center, your belly open and calm. No tensions, no holding. Your hips settled into perfect symmetry. The bones of your pelvis resting like smooth stones on cool sand. Thighs quiet, knees easy, calves warm and limp, ankles loose, feet relaxed, toes like petals floating at the edges of awareness. There is nothing left to hold, nothing left to chase. You are whole, and the forest is still here, not watching you, just being with you, like an old friend who knows how to sit quietly beside you without speaking. Let yourself breathe one more time, in softly, hold, and exhale, letting it carry you deeper, deeper into this still night, deeper into yourself, deeper into rest. Purr. The trees around you seem to breathe. Their tall trunks rise like ancient pillars, and their soft, piney breath moves through the forest in slow waves, barely audible, but deeply felt. You feel it ripple across your skin, across the clearing, rustling the grass beside you, lifting a single strand of your hair. It's the kind of stillness that hums underneath everything, and you match it now with your own quiet breath. Breathe in through your nose. Let your lungs expand slowly, like the stretch of early morning light. Hold for a beat, and breathe out through parted lips, soft and full, like a sigh that's been waiting. With that exhale, your entire torso settles. You didn't even know there was a layer of tension there, but now it's gone, evaporated like mist. The clearing, the grass, the sky, they feel more vivid now, like you've tuned in to a deeper frequency of the forest, one that was always there, just waiting for you to slow down enough to hear it. And now you do. You hear everything, the whisper of pine needles shifting high above, the creak of a branch as it adjusts to the wind, the faint scurry of a small animal far off in the brush. But all of it feels distant. None of it disturbs you. It simply wraps around you, creating a cocoon of forest music. Let yourself drop even further into this moment. Scan against starting by at the top of your head. Feel the stillness there. Your scalp soft and relaxed, tingling faintly with cool air. Your temples cool, your eyes motionless behind closed lids, floating in gentle darkness. No strain, no flickering dot down through your jaw, by your neck, your shoulders. The relaxation isn't something you're doing now. It's just happening, like your body has found the frequency of the forest's breath and matched it. It's as if you are the forest. You imagine now, just for a moment, that your arms are roots sinking into the earth, your fingers curling gently into soft moss and pine needles, your legs extending down like trunks, steady and unmoving, and above, your chest lifts again with breath. Breathe in slowly. Feel the ribcage widen like branches stretching skyward. Hold and exhale, letting the wind pass through you like leaves in motion. You aren't in the forest anymore. You are the forest. The hush of the night is no longer outside of you, it's inside, flowing with your breath, quieting your heart, softening Biyu's thoughts. And then something happens. something subtle but wondrous. The canopy overhead thins slightly. The pines part just enough for moonlight to pour through, casting a dappled glow across your resting body. It doesn't startle you. It soothes you. Each beam of light warms a part of you. Your left shoulder, the inside of your elbow, your shin, the curve of your cheek. It's like the moon is blessing you, touching you with soft fingers of light, and you smile. Not broadly, not outwardly, just a quiet, internal smile. The kind that comes when peace feels complete. You let that feeling deepen. You ride it like a slow-moving cloud, drifting across the valley of sleep. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls. One low note carried far on the wind. It echoes, fades, and becomes part of the stillness again. You roll slightly to your side now, in your dream body, as though shifting in the grass, curling inward, more comfortable, more safe, and your breathing changes too. It's even slower now, almost like the rhythm of the trees themselves. You breathe in, longer, deeper, and then sigh out, as if the entire forest exhales with you. There's something magical about this stillness. It doesn't ask anything of you. It doesn't demand awareness. It just is. And your only task is to be with it, or rather to be it. Let your thoughts dissolve now. If they drift in, just watch them rise and fall like pine needles on a pond. No judgment. No need to hold, just drifting, just being. You sense the clearing will always be here, this quiet cradle in the forest. Even after you've fallen asleep, even after you've forgotten the dream, it will wait for you. Always let that knowing settle in your chest. Let it soften your breath once more. Breathe in and breathe out. You are part of something ancient and kind. The trees, the sky, the ground beneath your body, they remember you. They welcome you. You are never alone here. You never were. Somewhere just beyond the clearing, you begin to hear it. A gentle trickling sound. Not sharp or loud, just a smooth, continuous murmur, like whispered conversation between rocks and water. You turn your head slightly in its direction. There's no urgency, no need to move, only curiosity, only wonder. You follow the sound not with your feet at first, but with your attention. It draws you slowly, like a soft tide pulling at the edges of your awareness. And then, gently, you rise. Your body feels light and well rested from the quiet rest in the glade. No stiffness, just easy motion, like air inside fabric. With each step, the ground feels spongy and cool. Moss-covered, welcoming. You don't even need to look where you go in. The forest seems to guide your feet. The pines, still tall and serene, part ever so slightly to reveal a narrow path. It glows faintly with moonlight filtering through a canopy of shifting branches. Breathe in here. The air is cooler, moister, filled with a scent of rain-washed earth and sweet moss. And as you exhale, your shoulders release downward again. More weight leaves you. More thoughts loosen their hold. The sound of water grows closer, fuller, more melodic, and then you see it, a quiet stream winding through the forest like a silver thread. Its surface ripples gently over smooth stones. Moonlight dances across, bit scattered like liquid stars. You approach and kneel by its edge, placing one hand lightly in the cool flow. It's just the right temperature, not cold, not warm, just clean and deeply refreshing, as if it carries peace itself, flowing endlessly from a spring hidden in the heart of the world. Let yourself breathe with it now. Inhale as the water flows. Forward, hold. Exhale slowly as it curves around a rock and continues on its way. Your breath is no longer just your own. It belongs to the stream, to the rhythm of the forest, to the movement of night itself. And your body, it knows this. You stretch out along the soft bank. The moss beneath you forms a perfect cradle, a gentle pillow for your head. The babble of the stream becomes your lullaby. Begin another slow body scan. Start at the top, forehead smooth and soft, untouched by thought. Eyes heavy, but relaxed. No effort needed. Cheeks calm and slightly cool from the stream's breeze. Jaw loose, completely at ease. Your throat, your neck, they feel open now, like you've said everything that needed saying, even if you spoke nothing at all. Let your shoulders fall even deeper into the moss. Feel how the forest holds them. Feel how it holds you. Now down through your chest. Your breath gentle and slow. The air cool and healing. Your arms lie beside you, palms facing up, receptive, unclenched, like leaves catching dew. Your belly rises and falls softly. Your hips rest like stones in a riverbed. Your thighs, knees, calves, all melting into the ground. Your feet, once so used to carrying you, now completely still, soothed, forgotten. The forest has taken over. You are resting in the arms of nature now, and above you, the trees sway slightly in the night breeze. It sounds like they're speaking, not with words, but with presence. Remember earlier when you heard them breathe? Now they hum. A soft, droning lullaby that travels from trunk to branch, from branch to needle, from needle to air, and into you it mixes with the stream's song, to lullabies layered perfectly, and you lie between them, carried gently by earth and water, air and stillness. Thoughts no longer form fully. They drift like clouds that never quite become anything, and they don't need to. All that matters is this soft rhythm, the rise and fall, the in and out, the flowing stream, the breath of trees, your own peaceful heart. You imagine now, just for a moment, that the stream flows through you, through your arms, through your chest, out your feet, cleansing everything it touches, taking with it any lingering tension, any quiet worries gone, carried downstream, back to the ocean of sleep. Let yourself smile, a soft, sleepy smile, because right now, this moment is perfect. Right now, you are exactly where you need to be. Here, by this stream, in this dream, with your body at rest, and your soul gently drifting. Breathe in again. Fill your belly like a pool catching spring water. Hold, exhale slowly as the forest sighs with you. You are almost asleep now, but there's no rush, no pressure. Sleep will come like the stream comes quietly, surely, with no effort at all. And when it does, you'll float with it, peacefully, weightless, just like this. Somewhere between dreams and waking, you open your eyes to starlight above you. The sky is impossibly clear black velvet scattered with countless stars, each glowing softly like a memory just beginning to fade. The pines part slightly overhead, their tips silhouetted against the shimmering sky. You lie still, watching them sway gently, as if brushing against the very edges of space. And as you breathe, you realize the stream beside you is no longer made of water. It has become light, soft beams of moon and starlight flowing through the forest, winding gently like silver ribbons. You sit up without effort. Your body feels lighter than before, as though the moss beneath you has disappeared, replaced with a quiet cushion of cloud. There's no sound now, even birds, not even the wind, only the soft, infinite hush of night. You glance toward the trees, and just beyond the pine trunks, you see something beautiful, the cabin, but not as it was. Now it floats, not on earth, but suspended in the sky. Soft, glowing edges outline its familiar form wooden beams. Candlelit windows, stone chimney end, yet it's surrounded by stars. Its walls shimmer faintly, as if formed from the memory of comfort itself. There is no path to it, no road, and yet you begin to move toward it with ease. Your feet never touch the forest floor. Instead, the world beneath you becomes soft and dreamlike. Each step carries you upward, and the ground below gently fades away. Breathe in here. Let this air fill you with lightness. Hold it. Then exhale and release everything that feels heavy. Your body floats gently, like a feather in slow descent except upward. The trees below drift past like clouds now, their branches waving you on like old friends. Each pine needle seems to shimmer slightly, touched by starlight and memory. You approach the cabin. Its door is already open. Inside, the warmth beckons, familiar, safe, timeless. You step through the threshold and feel the subtle shift, like entering a memory long forgotten but instantly comforting. The hearth glows with steady firelight, yet there is no firewood, no flame, just warmth, radiating like a quiet embrace. The same wool blanket you curled into earlier now waits for you, again folded neatly on a soft, cloud-like chair beside the window. You move toward it, and as you lower yourself into the seat, the entire cabin seems to drift, not jostling, not swaying, just gliding gently, peacefully through the starlit sky. Through the windows, the forest below is barely visible. Its shape has softened, blurred like a watercolor painting kissed by mist. You are no longer in the forest. You are above it, within, bit beyond it. You close your eyes for a moment and breathe. Inhale deeply, Imagine drawing in starlight. Hold, then exhale, letting it spill into the space around you. Your shoulders soften again. Your neck releases fully. You feel the back of your head melt gently into the softness behind you. And for a long moment, there is only stillness and light. Let yourself do another scan this, one like starlight washing down your form. Start with the crown, play of your head. A soft glow rests there. It drips slowly over your scalp, down your temples, along the curve of your jaw. It moves across your shoulders like moonlight over a quiet lake's glow. Gentle, sure. It spreads down through your arms, your chest, your belly, dot your hips, your leg, all the way to your toes, bathed now in warmth and silver calm. This light doesn't push you to sleep. It invites you, with tenderness, with presence. And as you sit wrapped in the glow of your floating cabin, you realize the cabin itself remembers it. Remembers your footsteps, your quiet breaths, your heartbeat when you first arrived. And now it welcomes you back, not as a visitor, but as part of itself. You are not separate. You belong here. You always have. Outside the window, the stars move slowly around you. Some blink, some drift, some seem to draw faint lines through the sky, like dreams being written as you rest. Everything slows now, even thought, even breath. Inhale. One last time for this moment. Let it be deep, soft. Exhale slowly, like releasing a whisper you didn't know you were holding. Then rest. Let the cabin carry you. Let the stars cradle you. Let this dream hold you completely. Moonlight pours softly across the wooden floor, pooling near your feet like silver water. You don't need to move anymore. Everything you need is here. The floating cabin drifts slowly through a sea of stars, its motion so smooth, so rhythmic. It's as if the universe itself is rocking you to sleep. You're wrapped in the familiar wool blanket now, its texture grounding you even as the sky carries you far from where you began. Every thread holds warmth. Every breath draws you deeper. Breathe in now. Feel the softness of the night air around you. Let it settle in your lungs. Hold, and then let go, slowly, like leaves floating down through still forest air. With that exhale, your jaw unclenches just a little more. Your chest eases open, even your fingers, resting quietly under the blanket, begin to soften and let go. The cabin glows gently, candlelight flickering, not from flame, but from the memory of warmth. Each wall breathes a soft glow. The wooden beams above you sigh with contentment, like the trees they once were. You begin to notice that the line between cabin and sky has blurred. Where the wooden wall ends, stars continue. Where the ceiling meets the air, clouds drift in and through the open window. Moonlight flows not just into the room, but through it like soft mist made of silver silk. Now your body feels weightless, not floating up, not falling down. Just be suspended in calm. Let's gently scan again. Just a whisper of awareness from head to toe. Start at your temples, relax any tension there. Soften your brow. Let your eyes rest back into their sockets. Your tongue rests loosely behind your teeth. Your throat is open. The breath moves freely now, unhurried and smooth, down to your chest. Feel it rise, just a little, and fall, even. Bless. Your arms are heavy, in the best whale-like driftwood resting on the shore. Fingers slightly curled, they no longer hold onto anything at all. Your belly is soft and still. Your hips melt deeper into the cushion. Your thighs, knees, ankles, all of them release, release, release. Now feel your feet, each toe warm, still, weightless. You are fully at rest. Outside the window, something shimmers. A passing cloud catches moonlight and scatters it like frost across the night sky. But even light seems slow here. The world outside, the cabin, has lost all urgency. There are no clocks in this place, no tasks, no worries, only quiet. Imagine now that your thoughts are like tiny motes of dust drifting through that moonbeam. They rise, they swirl, and then they disappear into the stillness. Let them go. You don't need to chase them. They don't need to settle. Let them float. You are melting into moonlight now. Bit by bit your shape softens. Edges fade. You are not just in the cabin anymore. You are the cabin. You are the soft grain of the wood, the cushion beneath your head, but the warmth in the walls, the window breathing in starlight, the blanket curled gently over itself. You are every quiet thing here. Even your name doesn't matter in this place. Only your stillness, only your breath. Let's take another deep one, now slow and effortless. Inhale, let it drift down like cool mist into your chest. Hold it there gently, and exhale. Let it leave you in ripples of peace. Outside, the stars begin to fade into mist. Not gone, just softened, and the cabin's light dims just slightly. Not because it's darker, but because you no longer need the light. The glow is now within you. You can feel it behind your ribs, like a quiet ember. You can feel it in your palms, resting gently on your lap. You can feel it between your eyes, a soft hum of presence. And when you listen, truly listen, you hear nothing, nothing at all. Not because the world is silent, but because everything is resting with you. The forest, the clouds, the sky. It's as if all of existence is joining you in this breath. There's no destination now, no next moment. Just this dot just now, and it is enough. You let your last thoughts dissolve like snowflakes on warm skin. They're gone before they land. No need to gather them. You are drifting deeper now, not because you're trying, but because that's what the body does when it's finally safe. And you are safe. Held, loved, weightless. Begin to let the space around you fade, like colors blending in a dream. Let even the stars slip into softness. Just you, just stillness, just sleep. The forest is resting now, just like you, out there in the moon-dappled woods. The great pines lean gently into one another, as if whispering in their sleep. The rain has passed, leaving only a cool, clean hush across the land. Droplets still cling to the needles glistening in the soft starlight, catching the smallest light like dreams caught on branches. You feel the weight of your body sinking even deeper into stillness. Take a soft, steady breath in, hold it for just a beat, and then exhale slowly, like you're blowing out the last candle in a peaceful room. As you breathe, you feel it again, that quiet knowing. You are part of this sleeping world. You are not separate from the trees or the wind. You belong here. You remember the forest from earlier, how you walked among tall trunks, how the glade opened before you like a gentle invitation, how the cabin waited for you at the center of everything. Now it's as if the forest sleeps with you. The sounds of the night are like a lullaby sung by nature itself. The soft rustle of pine branches, the occasional creak of old wood in the cabin frame, the distant song of an owl, echoing like a dream already fading. You imagine looking out the cabin window one more time. There, just beyond the sill, the trees are motionless in the stillness, not frozen, not stiff, just peacefully alive in their rest. Their long limbs sway ever so slightly in the breeze, barely perceptible, like they're breathing with you. Inhale. Feel that shared breath with the forest. Hold and release. Sinking deeper, you can feel the soft pull of sleep. No, not a tug, not a command, just a warm invitation from something very old and kind. Let's scan gently once more, just checking in with your body, one layer at a time. Start with your face. Your jaw is slack, your lips slightly parted. The muscles around your eyes feel like warm, sand-heavy and still. Your neck is long and relaxed, free of holding. Your shoulders have dropped like curtains falling after the final scene of a play. Your chest barely rises with each breath now. It's shallow, slow, and beautifully calm. Feel your arms, your elbows, your forearms. They rest exactly where they are, supported, cradled, at ease. Even your fingers are still curled softly, like petals sleeping at night. Your spine is like a gentle river, winding quietly through your core. No tension, no resistance. Just flow. Your hips are open, your legs are heavy and grounded. Knees, calves, ankles, each part melting effortlessly into the bed beneath you. Your feet are warm, maybe even tingling faintly as they let go completely. You are still, and yet your awareness is vast. You can feel the silence of the world outside. You can feel the soft presence of trees, animals, and night itself watching over you, not with eyes, but with care. The forest dreams with you. Somewhere a gentle breeze carries the scent of pine and rain through the open window. It curls around your blanket, your cheeks, your hair. It smells like sleep. It smells like peace. Let it in. Let it wrap around your breath, your thoughts, your skin. You are safe. The outside world can wait. There is no place to be, no one to please, nothing to solve. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not unfinished. You are simply resting. And in this rest, you are whole. Let's take one last breath together tonight. Inhale softly, deeply, gently. Fill your lungs with quiet and exhale fully. Let everything else fall away. Even time begins to lose meaning here. The hands of the clock fade. The numbers blur. All that's left is now dot, and now is calm. Now is sacred. Now is yours. The forest knows you're here. The cabin knows you're here. And both hold you in perfect stillness, with no demand, no questions. Welcome, if there are thoughts, let them float by like clouds over the trees. If there are memories, let them rest like old stones at the base of the pines. And if there is silence, lean into it. That silence is your sleep beginning. You are not alone. You are not adrift. You are held. Let your breath become so quiet it's almost imperceptible. Let your body become so still it's like part of the bed itself. Let your thoughts slow until they are only feelings. Let your feelings slow until they are only dreams. And then let even dreams slow, until all that remains is the softness of being. The forest sleeps, and so do you. The pine trees are swaying now, just slightly back and forth, in slow, dreamlike motion, not from any wind, but from something softer, deeper, a rhythm beneath the surface of things, as if the forest itself is breathing. And as you watch from inside your quiet cabin, you feel it again, that gentle connection. The trees know you're here. They remember your footsteps earlier, your stillness by the fire, your breath syncing with theirs. They are cradling you now in their quiet lullaby. Take a slow, unhurried breath in, and let it drift out of you, as easily as a sigh. Your body is already so deeply relaxed, but now, even your awareness begins to dissolve. The lines between the bed and your limbs blur. The distinction between outside and inside fades. All boundaries soften, like mist rising from the forest floor. You are floating in comfort. Your eyelids remain closed, so gently, not because they must, but because they want to. They rest without pressure. They rest like leaves after rainfall. Somewhere in the forest, a night bird coos one sand, then quiets. It's the last sound you notice before the hush returns. You listen for a moment, and in that listening, you become silence. It's not emptiness. It's not void. It's fullness, without weight, presence, without effort. You recall the pine needles underfoot from your dream forest walk. You remember the light in the glade, the warmth of wool, the dance of firelight, the sound of rain. But all those memories now blur into sensation. You don't need to remember what they were, only how they made you feel. Safe, soothed, softened. Even your thoughts now feel like feathers, drifting, turning, floating down. No urgency, no story to tell, no conclusion needed. Let's scan your awareness one last time, not your body, but your presence. Notice your breath, it's light and quiet, like a sleeping animal. Notice your heart, it's steady and slow, content to beat without notice. Notice your mind is no longer narrating, just observing. And soon, not even that. Now imagine this. You are no longer in the cabin. You are no longer in a bed. You are somewhere beyond it now, floating just above the pine canopy. The tops of the trees stretch below you, like a vast, soft ocean of green. The stars above are huge and tender. The sky holds you in its arms, and slowly the forest lifts you higher. Not with force, not with motion, just a quiet sense of rising. Bow release. You are not falling asleep anymore. You are being carried into sleep, held by branches that never break, lifted by wind that never chills, surrounded by the ancient rhythm of a world that has always known how to rest. And you are part of that rhythm, not a visitor, not a guest, but something that belongs. You are the sigh in the trees, the hush in the night, the warmth in the cabin, the echo in the pine dot. And as your last few thoughts melt into the dark velvet of night, you find yourself smiling gently. Without even knowing why, there is no more story to follow, no more scenes to visit, only this endless moment of peace, only this breath, and now even that breath drifts, and you drift too. Everything has slowed now. Even the quiet around you seems softer than before, more distant, as though you've slipped just beneath the surface of awareness, floating, weightless, in a sea of rest. Your breath barely rises now. Your body has completely let go. The cabin has disappeared. The forest has faded. And you are left with nothing to hold on to except the feeling of being held. You don't need to think anymore. You don't need to follow this voice. You don't need to do anything, just rest. Let each moment stretch longer and longer as you drift further from wakefulness and deeper into sleep. There's nothing left to listen for, no sounds to interpret, no thoughts to answer, just the quiet hum of your own peaceful being. And it's enough. You're enough. So let yourself go. Completely melt into this stillness. Sink into the softness of night. Let dreams come or not come. Let the world fade entirely, because you are safe. You are warm. You are deeply, endlessly at ease. There's nothing else to do now. Just drift deeper into rest. Sleep well, friend. You've arrived.